Firstly, before we start this little press briefing, along with my colleagues and myself, we would like to thank the media for sparing their time and coming and attending and wanting to know the resolution of the Railway Affected Landowners Association. We had a very fruitful meeting today, and obviously the discussion was about the railway redevelopment issue, of which the central government has given almost 300 crores for the development of Dimapur railway station to make it into a world-class train station. It has been stalled for almost a year now because of the land issue, but due to the intervention of various people, including the landowners, we had also come to a point that wherever there is no issue with the land, the work should start. That was our stand also. And accordingly, the work is in full swing, and for which I'm sure the media has seen it for themselves. So, regarding the issue of compensation, we had met our Honorable Chief Minister beginning of this year, which is somewhere around January, end of January. And the Honorable Chief Minister gave us a very good hearing, and he said, if there is nothing illegal, I will make it the point that, we take care of the rights of the Naga people. And because of which, the next day, the cabinet meeting was called by the Honorable Chief Minister, and a resolution was passed, and a high-powered committee was formed to look into the issue. After that, the issue was debated in the assembly, and there were quite a few speakers, including the medical minister come transport, which was supported by, or rather, more speeches were given by the Honorable CM, where they have stated that they have sat in the cabinet meeting and the proposal has been sent to Delhi. And the matter is lying in Delhi. Perhaps the matter could not be taken up early in Delhi because of the various assembly elections, which just concluded hardly a week back. Now, as far as the land issue at present is concerned, we had, as I stated earlier, we had spoken to the Honorable CM, where we had given forth our viewpoint also. The Honorable CM told us that the landowners must be reasonable in the rates that may be negotiated. We are very thankful to the Honorable CM for giving a very careful thought and listening to our views. Now, for the Railway Landowners Association, we are of the view that compensation has to be given for the damage to structures, infrastructures, whatever damage that has to take place for the railway, world-class railway station to come up. So compensation has to be given for the damages. Now coming back to the land, the issue of land. Recently, the Naga Council, they had come up with various statements stating that compensation may be given for the damage to structures, but not of the land. Somehow like that, they perhaps they did not want to ruffle feathers with the association. So they are diplomatically put in, but it was somehow like that. But to honestly tell our media people here, say for example, I may have been given, since I do not have a plot in Dimapur, I may be given a plot of land, a small plot of land by the government of the day, say 50 by 50. So that hardly comes at a price. But there are so many households here since we live here. I'm also one of the affected people there. So there are people who are there for the past 60, 70 years. Some are perhaps hardly there for 20, 30 years. Aji aro kali aha khantu naide. So I may be given a plot of land by the government of Nagaland because I do not have a plot. Now, that plot that I was given free by the government of Nagaland, it may have passed hands into various people. Second party, third party, fourth party, fifth party. So I may have been given free. I may have sold it for 10 lakhs to party A, and party A may have sold it to party B for 40 lakhs. Party B to party C for 80 lakhs. So iniga hoile if land compensation nadile etutu no none because see some of you may not be aware the present land issue in question is block number 6 and 7. They block number 6 and 7. Block number 6 and 7 is the land in question for the 300 crores world-class railway station to be developed. We must be very clear. So there are two sections here. Let me come to the first section. 300 crores after various deductions and so on and so forth is 383 crores. 283 crores, sorry. So 283 crore lagatu, it falls under block 6 and 7. So even in the assembly, some of our MLAs and ministers, maybe some typo errors, they had stated that there are 900 patas, 900 patas that will almost come up to maybe 20, 30 crore compensation. That is not the fact. We are the association here. And we are gathering all the patas and we are screening the patas also. So for ward number 6 and 7, the present thing in issue in question has around 200 patas. 200 pata we got around 400 patas. 400 patas were handed over to the association. So we screened it, and many were perhaps I will not directly put it, but perhaps many of them were fake, and quite a sizable majority of patas were issued by the council, by the Gambra Khan. Maybe it was free land. Gambra Khan Dishana, council can be Dishana. So total for Ward 6 and 7, 397. Let's put it on facts, exact figure. 397 patas were Ward 6 and 7 were handed over to the association. And after screening, we have 205 with us. Okay. I don't know with what maybe verification or wisdom, the Naga Council had stated that DC laga 96 patas. DC laga 96 patas. I did once meet the DC and I inquired and I asked the DC that the association is around 200 plus patas, 205 as and We are told that your list is containing only 96 patas. So DC Amiloho Kwatu, you can always clarify from the DC. We are all alive and kicking. So Amikal not DC Kwatu, that is only for the building. Building and some, some paka structures, some kacha structures. Matikantu Iman Etutu, we are doing the final verification in the second phase. Once the government gives us a green signal that you do the final verification. Etu question there. So it has to be made very clear. एकदम clear থাকিব লাগে. 397 association loga ase block 6 and 7 itia 205 ase. Block 8 and 3 etu block 3 is Burma camp, block 8 to etu Nagarjan lagabi iphale bi ase, rail bazaar phale bi ase. So that comes around 60 ase pata with us. And after we hand it over to the DC, the Deputy Commissioner can always go and verify from the official records. Iniga se de. To iniga be ase, kunba tu ko ase, pata duplicate pata bunai na. How can you make duplicate patas? Ami khan nagamano holebi. I think the administration, they are smart enough to screen out which is genuine and which is not genuine. None of it. Etu karni ami khan laga request to, our request to the government of the day is, they have been so kind to hear us and bring the issue to the assembly, and the assembly has also passed it with a high powered committee, and they have also sent a proposal to Delhi. Ekdam khushi ase hoile bi in spite of the government's busy schedules, etu issue to, if they can really follow it up in Delhi and come to a very early solution, it's better for all of us. No, it's not just the Naga Council. Who does not want a world-class railway station in Nagaland? Maybe we want it more than the Naga Council, Dimapur. The question is, the land belongs to us, the building belongs to us, and not to the Naga Council. So for them, since it does not belong to them, they may also have those thoughts in mind. For us is do or die. Do or die in the sense that whether you get it and you live happily, or whether you don't get it, you live like a beggar. So, I know Naga Council for very genuine reasons to have a world-class railway station, as well as for the welfare of the landowners. We understand. The seriousness of the feeling and the thought and the issue is different. After all, we are all human beings. So, it's just my little talk there. We have our seniors here. Anybody can talk, but first and foremost, introduction was more than the total speech. Will be our senior most chief advisor, Shri Hukavi Jimomi. He is the association's chief advisor and former advisor to the government of Nagaland. He speaks a lot. He is quite a hardliner. So I think he will take his time.
First of all, thanks to our media fraternity for having addressed to this outcome meeting of our railway association. Well, we have met many a times, and then the media fraternity also, I think this is the third or fourth time that we have been meeting together in regard to our land issue. Today also, it was quite unfortunate in one way that this issue has been dragged up by our Naga Council Dimapur, invited all the civil society, NGOs, and all like that, and then have created some unwanted situation in one way, unpleasant atmosphere. So we have no option but to have a meeting. Therefore, today we had a meeting. And then we have reaffirmed our resolution which was being passed earlier. And then we have passed our resolution to continue again. What we have been doing, our president have already highlighted to the extent of meeting the railway minister and then the person who matters on the issue, chief minister, home minister, GM, general manager, DRM, all we have met. What we have to do, we have already exercised. And now I think it is enough. The matter is now in a Delhi. And we are very much grateful to our chief minister that it was taken up in the assembly also. And then he has constituted the higher power committee also. And the matter is now forwarded to the government of India. So we are waiting for the time only. But today's, in fact, we are not enmity, we don't have any enemy with any organization. They are all for us, and we are also for them, to be very precise. And then we are not trying to antagonize them also. They are one of us. But, you know, the Naga Council have said that Dimapur land, it is a no man's land. So that has attracted us to have a meeting today. Dimapur, how comes it is a no man's land? It is very much within the Nagaland map. And as far as Nagaland is concerned, we are a political credit state. And in 1963, Nagaland state have come to an existence. And on top of that, this Nagaland state was given a special status, which is enshrined in the Indian Constitution, Article 371A. So the land belongs to us only, belongs to the people. Here, government does not have land, be it the state government or the central government. The sole owner of Nagaland's land, that belongs to the people. So we're fighting for that only. And then, you know, I do not know what wisdom makes them to say that Dimapur is a no man's land. In no way, prior to we getting the independent, state also, Nagas were living all around this area. And then it was occupied by Nagas only. And Nagas were occupying, you know, to the extent of, this Karbilong area and all, the history says. The Ahumes, Asume, we call Asume people, they were just in around Shivsagar and then Tinshukia, Jorhat, and then Guwahati upside. And this lower portion, it was purely occupied by the tribals only. And Naga have been given a permission by the Britishers also to establish village here. In 1874 and all, there are some villages in around in Dimapur. And Nagas were living in this area. So, prior to getting the state, also Nagas were occupying this area. So, in no way that Dimapur can be said that it is a no man's land. So that has attracted us. And secondly, see, you all know that Dimapur, uh, under Amrut scheme, the money has been sanctioned 280 crores. And the tender has been made it. And then the work order has been given to the contractors. And they are doing work comfortably. There is no hindrance. The contractors are doing comfortably. So, at this environment, a peaceful environment, what are they saying that we don't understand? And on top of that, again, see, they are saying that the Jan Shatabdi, Nagaland Express, and then BG, all leaving Dimapur and going here and there. I think they don't have understanding on the matter of the railways activities. See, Nagaland Express, that also it is moving as up and down Delhi as scheduled. The time is same. Like BG also, Jan Shatabdi, all it is there. It is still continuing. But the station where they were supposed to be in a Dimapur at first point of time, but they have extended to Johat, extended to Dibukor, extended to Tinsukia. That they want to earn more money. So they are extending their field. And then see, we all know like, Chennai Express or whatever in the India also, everywhere. The trains are moving anywhere. The name will remain as a Chennai Express or Nagaland Express or what not else. And likewise, the trains are moving like that. But Naga Council are saying that it has been stopped here. Who have stopped this Nagaland Express? At least they should come forward with those people's name. Or was there any problem? There was no problem. But just to earn more, their economy, to sustain themselves, they need more passengers, so they're extending their activities. So these are the point. And then as far as compensation is concerned, it's not only Nagaland. Our Naga people should understand, compensation is made in all states in India, not only Nagaland. So anywhere the railway or the airport authority or any agency, if they want to go for a development, they are paying compensation to everyone in our country, in India. So this is not a new development. And we have legitimate right. The Nagas here in Dimapur also, we have our legitimate right. So which is due to our affected landowners. It should be given to us. And there should not be third party or fourth party to intervene in the matter. They've got their own way of doing. As we have mentioned in the press release, rejoinder, we have already made it very clear that Naga Council Dimapur should restrain themselves. And then they should be, confined in their own role. We have already made it very clear. And if they want to help us, they can be a pressure group. We don't mind. We are all Nagas. We are one family. So we need their help also. Let them be a pressure group. But why come into our kitchen and then saying that only the structure, buildings are to be compensated? Right? What is this? And then the land too, it should not be given compensation. For all this reason, it has attracted that the Railway Association should meet and discuss on this issue. And today, we have gathered here, and then we have discussed all length and breadth the issue of this. And then now today, we have passed down the resolution that we will, we have reaffirmed our resolution being passed from the past. And we are running more than, 3-4 years. And then just continuing our activities day by day. And then our memorandum being submitted to all people who matters. And if another party comes in, that will dilute the issue. So these are the technical problems. So for that only we're saying that not to interfere. Or else they are not our enemy. We are all one. If required, we'll request them also. But as of now, the matter is now in a Delhi. By taking all trouble and pain that the problem we could have pushed to Delhi. So I think this is not the right time to interfere by any agency on our issue. And as far as land compensation is concerned, that right to property is there in the Indian Constitution. Let the landowner negotiate what they have to get and what government has to pay. That they will negotiate among them. But if someone comes in and then if they say take this much or don't take this much, that will bring more problem. And then when it becomes everybody's problem, it will be nobody's problem. Everybody's problem becomes nobody's problem. So they should give free hand to us and let we, wind up this issue and bring the world-class train station in Dimapur. And as far as world-class train station is concerned, in our Indian country, more than 200 world-class train station has been taken up by our BJP party. And all over it is going on. Nagaland happened to have only one train station, so we are also included under that. Like Assam, they have around 8 train stations which has been taken up as a world-class train station. So at least, we should get to know that also. And once it is sanctioned for Nagaland, who can take away this scheme? The work is already started. Almost of the money has been drawn. How can now this world-class can be removed to other state when it has been sanctioned for Nagaland? I think it should not, they should not misguide our people. Now, it is meant for Nagaland. 280 crores been sanctioned for Nagaland Dimapur railway station. That nobody can take away that. So I think we should not anticipate that it will be taken to the east or west or north south. They have started the work without any hindrance. So at this juncture, see, everything is normal. So we'd like to request and appeal to all the concerned citizens of Dimapur to come forward to help us and then not to disturb us at this juncture. This is what, on behalf of the Railways Association, I would like to highlight this. Thank you.
I want to make a little addition here. Just a few minutes. Our senior, or rather chief advisor to the association, made some slight mistake of saying that our BJP government. It is my BJP government. I'm BJP. He's not BJP. He's made some mistake. Anyway, see, as far as compensation issue is concerned, it is clearly written in the Railway Act, which I'm sure all of you know by now, that if it is in the rural area, they will pay 4 times the market value. If it is in the rural area, 100 taka thagile 400 taka dibo. If it is in the urban areas, they will pay twice the market value. It was a day. Now for us, if the present land in question is concerned, and if that particular area, say per square feet is, let's assume it's 2,500. The Railway Act says they will pay twice the market value in urban areas. I think we can Google in to the Railway Act also. So that comes to 5,000. But since the Honorable CM has been very kind to us, has given us many opportunities to hear our viewpoints also, we perhaps will also not purely stick to the Railway Act saying that the market value is 10,000 and it says twice the market value, we have to be given 20,000. Our Honorable CM has at many point of time told us that landowners also has to be reasonable. We will obviously be reasonable. And I think there is always a meeting point. So we just wanted to clarify that we may, I mean, kan konyak sati kan diesel go LMG laga bonduk mangan chana, where they were given cartos. We also perhaps we are being very honest. We are very honest, very, I should say not honest but blunt. We also might ask for LMG laga license, but we can always settle for cartos laga license. We are always reasonable. So we are very thankful to the Honorable CM. He, at many point of time, individually or collectively met us and told us that I will see, as long as I'm the Chief Minister of Nagaland, I will see to the welfare of the Naga people. We are also expecting that it will be solved very soon. So the sooner we settle, the better. And as highlighted by our chief advisor, the question, I'm not against the Naga Council. We are very thankful for their being very energetic, active, and taking up the issue. Will be, if not here, it will be taken up somewhere. There one slight clarification. Even if the Amrut scheme is given to, I think there are around 200 plus given to the state of, are given to various parts of the country. In Nagaland, Dimapur is one of them. We are very thankful to the Railway Ministry. Hoilebi, even if it is given to Nagaland, if no work is done, nothing, perhaps once we have also taken up, two of us we have been in the assembly. I've been once, he's been 2-3 times in the assembly. So we have also gone to Delhi, taken various projects and brought back. So if I brought a project for Futsuro, say for example, Iman easy no to Futsuropra, you take it to Yasema, you take it to Zinebu, to Ethiopia, no. It's not that simple. And that could be at the highest level. Only been the question here is slightly different. Naga Amrut scheme pra Dimapurti Disha to for a world-class railway station. I'm sure you've seen. I have a book also. The book on the read of the Dimapur railway station. Picture can be, it looks world class. It's going to be better than the Dimapur airport there. I have a book, some of you can see also. I'll be very much willing to share it with you all if you don't have yet. So, Amikan Kwatu, now it is not just given for Dimapur. The work has also started. Our senior has clearly stated, you've seen it for yourself, first hand, real time pra. Nah. So there's no question of taking it back. Etu question been idea. So the work has started. Wherever there is no issue, the work has started. Wherever there is issue, we, the association representing the landowners, we are in constant touch with the government of Nagaland to solve it as soon as possible. So I see no reason why there should be any stumbling block. Etui ko bole mona se. Thank you.
Um, I, I believe we are aware of the 92 or 93 notification.
We are.
Yeah. So the Deputy Commissioner have been instructed not to issue land patas on any government land. Despite that, patas has been issued by the state government. So in that aspect, do you think that the state government is at fault for issuing the land pata?
In regard to order, what you're saying may be somewhere in a 92, 82, whatever. See, government policy that time to time it change. Sometimes they will say no to issue, but after every interval of 5 years, the government change. So if a new government comes, they may open like that. And then on top of that, see, the GIVNet has a power. And if though the government says the GIVNet, they can pass some law or rules also. And then with that, they run the state affairs. So, these are, one cannot say that the last time the order was being issued somewhere in 82, 92, whatever. That stand till today. It's not like that. As the day are passing, the law also has to be enacted time to time. So, and then if required, the government of the day, they can, do anything uh, superseding the previous order also. So that people are saying that there was a total blanket of banning the pata. But it's not like that. Time to time, the new DC comes, the new commissioner, the new secretary, if they come, that they can vacate that and then they can go for another issuing of the pata also. So let anyone say like that, but the government functionings are quite separate, as I have said. That time to time there's some law which has to go to the assembly and then enact the law, amendment and all, but there are some certain laws which can be changed from the bottom also, from the uh, law office also. So it was just a DC's order only, I believe. So I think that too, another DC might have come and then uh, they might have felt that it was necessary to issue. And then see, as far as in that regard, I would like to say, Dimapur, Naga Council, Dimapur have said that from 1904 railway were here in Dimapur. Right? They may be there. But we know, till 1970, there was no passenger train also here in Dimapur. 1970, I'm thinking about. There was a small track of rail which was meant for to carry, mal. They call it mal train. And passenger train was not there. That is after, our independence. And 1904, British were ruling Nagaland or India. And then they are talking about 1904. And then, we have filed RTI, where railway department could not give us the answer. we have inquired about whether they have Maza number, Dak number, Pata number. They don't have. It is just an occupation only, railway. So people saying that railway land, that we should not say that railway land. Railway, they don't have land in Nagaland.
They just have a map.
They have brought land from elsewhere, Mumbai, Delhi, and then have brought to Nagaland. No, it is Naga's land. And then, you know, way back to 1965, they have made one sketch map of a railway area. That is just a sketch map only, 1965. And they are claiming that land. It is an imaginary sketch map made by them only, which is not been, you know, given by our state government or by the villagers. You know, as far as land holding system in Nagaland, in a town area, administration they issue pata. But in the village authority, they are the supreme authority, sole authority. So here in Dimapur also, like Tahek, Santam, Tila, some villages here and there, they have full authority of land. The land possessed to them only, not to the government. So from where they have got the land? It is a surprise. And to take over the land requisition and acquisition should be there. Where railway department, they don't have that. Which RTI we have filed and then they could not answer. They say that, sorry, we don't have. The deputy commissioner of the day in Dimapur knows very much about RTI. In spite of repeatedly insisting they could not submit. At last, they brought one sketch map. This area belongs to railway. Who have given them? Nagas, we have not given land to railway. So the question of illegal, encroacher or something, they are the one who is encroaching our land. It's not that Nagas are encroaching their land. They don't have land. So how comes, illegal construction or, something what bala they're saying? It's all lousy since they don't have any document which can be clarified by the administration and by the government. And the people here also, they should understand that Article 371A, that is for Naga people. And they should not infringe this Article 371A by any, any association. We should all support our Article 371A. For Article 371A today, we are here. Or else, we would have been under Assam only. But we got statehood and Article 371A has been given to the Naga people. Let's make use of that. Let's protect Article 371A. Why are you trying to dilute that? Why are you trying to infringe that? At least as sensible leaders, they should understand. Today, when we give this land freely to railway, then tomorrow again army may come and then take away village land or here and there. Or any government agency may come and then take others Naga's land. Will it be okay? For that only we are insisting that which is due to us, we will not leave. And coming to the conclusion, the matter is in the court. The railway affected landowners, we have filed the case by individual, not by the union, but there are many cases being filed in the court. Like, today we are talking about only this town area, this railway occupied area, but Sangtam, Tila, Tahek, that Burma game site, if we include, there'll be at least 700 landowners, and all have filed the case in the court. And we have taken all trouble and pain to convince the landowners to come forward for paving the way of their land or building. If government, if the railway department come forward for compensation, then let's give away. That we have requested them, and then they have agreed. So when the land affected landowners have agreed, compromising their right, and then just claiming the compensation, what is wrong? When the whole country people are getting compensation, every state, why stop Naga people? So this is what I want to say. Thank you all.
Just one addition from your previous question, okay? 92, 93. My senior has a very good but a different approach in a different way. Mine is this. Even if the government of the day in the early 90s had passed a resolution, I don't know whether it was administration by Dimapur or government of Nagaland, 92, 93, not to issue patas. If, let's say that was the government of Nagaland, it's been 33, let's say 93, then it's 33 years. For the past 33 years, they've been issuing patas, and I will not say by default, because the administration here in Dimapur is one of the arms of the government of Nagaland, none of it. So they've been issuing, and of course there was no objection from any quarters. Now for the railway department also, there was no objection. And there are houses which have come 60, 70 years, 50, 60, 40, 50, 20, 30 years. So let's say it's 92, 93. The matter was passed by the government of Nagaland to the administrative head in Dimapur not to issue patas. Let's say they issued patas in 2093. So let's say 2000. 2000 the issue kurshi. So that pata will be illegal because orders were passed. But 2020, 16 years. So it has crossed the period of limitation and arbitration. Be par ho shado. Land ownership be ulai jaito. If you go to court, they say Delhi, Kolkata, I take a house rent. 10-15 साल building laga ownership be claim ho jai to, so it will go further to the Amikan issue of rights law koi thakle. I will say my right, they will say their right, you will say your right, iniga ho jai. But as of now, I think we are all heading for a good meeting point and solution. So what my senior is wanting to say actually is nothing against the Naga Council, but his main point is when we are on the verge of meeting and finding a solution, and where the matter has been sent to Delhi, and perhaps if Delhi gives a green signal, it's a matter of a month or two. And in between, why come and call up all the CSOs, NGOs, and try to start all over again? Let us be alone. Leave us alone. Let us talk to the government of Nagaland. When we are about to, if we have some problem where there is no meeting point, please come in. But when we are on the verge of almost finding a final solution, why start all over again, anew? Na, etu laga issue, I mean last senior laga main point bit ate ase.
So does that mean the association will not sit for a meeting with the Naga Council?
Oh, I think they have invited us. But when there is no important discussion, then meeting unnecessarily also, that it has no meaning. Of course, they are calling up the Patadars, they are calling up the association. They have invited us also. To be very honest, it is our business. It is not their business. And when we are in a position to do, why do we seek another agency to support? So, as we have clearly said, we want them to be a pressure group, but not to interfere. They are saying that the land should be compromised. Only building money should be asked. They have interfered in our kitchen. And that is not at all possible by the landowners. And railway, they don't have land. So the administration have assured, since based on the Article 371A, that Nagaland government has a sole right to issue a pata. It is not railway's land. It is just an occupation by railway only. Had it been if we are the railway department, we would first have, gone for requisition and acquisition and take over the land. But they have not done all this exercise. And they're just claiming that this is our land without paying anything. And Naga's land, that is belongs to the people. So I think they also, after a gap of many years, they are raking up this issue. Earlier they were also sleeping. All over, we can cast our eye and see. See, the development was being carried over just close by to their rail station also. But they have not said anything. Today, all of a sudden, they are saying that we have got our sketch map way back in 1965. That is, has to be given to us. Right? What is all this? They were dreaming or what? So today also, landowners, we had a series of meetings, and then we have come to a conclusion that let's pave the way. Let's sacrifice our building, our land, and give it to them for the world-class station. We're not against. So, when we are not against, why others should come and then say something? And when the situation is normal, why other agencies should come in? Therefore, what we are doing today, we will continue, and then to meet them, there's no point of meeting them. Of course, we have respect for them. They are also one of us. It is our Naga Council Dimapur, not a foreign council. They are one of us. We have due respect to them. So we have made our stand very clear that we are not going to meet them. What we are doing, we are satisfied of this, and we'll settle the matter with the government or with the concerned department. This is what we have passed down the resolution.
I mean, just half a minute. We are not averse to meeting the Naga Council. It's just a little difference in opinion. My senior is a very hardliner. In fact, I thank God he has not issued any fatwa today. We are not averse, as our senior has stated. We are all of the same view. We are all friends. We are known to each other, but except on 2 points, we have been little hurt. One is Dimapur is no man's land. I think that was clearly stated by the Naga Council President. Number 2 is structured damage come to Dilebi Hobo Matilan Nadibi. So even before that meeting, they should have met us, taken our views also. That's what we all feel. Na? So otherwise, we are not averse to meeting them. We meet every day. We sit together. If not all of them, DU, CF, Naga Council, Holibi, So etutu amikhan etutu iku issue nai. Otherwise, we can always meet. But before, not the day before yesterday's press briefing, the first press briefing, Naha Age, they could have met us also. So we could have sat together. Even now, we can always meet if they really what you say, if you mean, what they've stated is we are all for the welfare of the Naga people and the landowners to see what should be the rightful thing. Aro Naga Manu Laga landowners Karni for their rights. We are calling for the meeting once and only. We will obviously at any point of time meet them, we will discuss and we will take our case together. It can be hoboto. But we are not on a meeting point on two counts. Ekta to Dimapur was no man's land. Aro mati laga tu iku napaili bin hobo kuapra. Because in 200-300 majority to building structures is hardly 40 to 50. 80% are the landowners without structure where damages could be done. So I can not we are also here because of the landowners. Landowners have elected us to be on their behalf. So 80% that's become a big issue. All of difference in maybe opinion or points.
Last question. When is the next meeting with the Central Ministry? If the proposal is lying in Delhi, as you have informed, what is the next step or plan of action of the association now, since the proposal is still lying there to expedite the process?
This was already stated in the month of February, March, where Mr. Paiwang, our Honorable Minister, had stated that the matter has been sent to Delhi. And because of which, in order to help the state government, we are fighting for something together. So the association will also be leaving for Delhi on 15, 16 or 17. Because the railway minister has, he had verbally told us that he will meet us anytime after, in between 15 to 20. So today is 13, Kali 14 ase. So we may go by 15, 16, we'll be meeting the railway minister. And earlier last year, when we met the railway minister, we had a very fruitful discussion. He said, don't worry, we will see that your rights are protected. Obviously, Article 371A, Naga Manu Laga Safeguard Kuratu, it is perhaps one of the biggest gift to the Nagas. But in many ways, it has also been quite a stumbling block for development. And for younger generation, with the changing of time, with the passage of time, some perhaps sections or act of the 371A must be amended also. It can be babe. And I'm sure the Honorable CM and his learned cabinets, they are also of the view that likewise, what we decide today in 2026, in 2077, when we are all gone and our children are there, they may not find it right at their point of time. Aji rule pass kuratu. So, generally speaking, Article 371A safeguards all of us and is one of the biggest gifts. But we also feel that with passage of time, if some sections has to be amended, of course that has to come up in the assembly. Then it has been passed by the parliament. Constitution laga se with our proposal to the central government, it can be hoili bhi bhal, but that's for the people in power to decide. It can be ase. It's been both a blessing and a little stumbling block also. Hoili bhi kwanchana ami khan karni tu ki bhal hobo etui babe ase. So we also feel that the media should help the landowners also. Media can be. and see if we feel that we have any right in claiming compensation, media hobby, Naga Council hobby, just as the Honorable CM is trying to safeguard the rights of the Nagas.